Hey everyone, this is Dara from Daily Crypto Tracing. Is coming to you live from Vietnam, guys. It's a great time to be alive, and let's get into it. Let's jump into it. We're seeing right now that Bitcoin is looking better than where it was earlier. We did see that Bitcoin did go as low as 20,859, and we're seeing that Bitcoin did bounce up from the 21.6 level. So that is pretty good from that perspective. So overall, I'm seeing that things are looking a little bit better, a little bit healthier out there for Bitcoin, and the 21,600 is the 4-year EMA and the 200-day week moving average. So it looks like that's coming back as support. It looks like Bitcoin is trying to come back. It did go as high as around about $23,377 an ounce. Right now it's down about halfway from that candle, but I think that we're seeing a little bit of reversal coming in. I mean, don't count your chickens before they're hatched, guys. Remember, now this is financial advice, just an OG in the house expressing opinion, because we still have the broader markets, and the markets are going to be open pretty soon. So by the time you're watching this, it should be a couple hours, by the time the markets open. So from that perspective, we are seeing that the pre-markets are looking much better out there. So things are starting to move in the right direction. The Celsius FUD is starting to die down a little bit. When it comes to Celsius, it looks like we could be seeing Nexio. Looks like they might be making a bid out there to buy Celsius. So if that happens, that's going to be a very positive sign for all of the crypto holders on there, because right now the crypto holders are barred from withdrawing any of their crypto. So that is not a good situation to be. And to anybody out there that is a Celsius platform person out there and you can't take off your crypto, I feel for you. I know how you guys are feeling. I mean, I was almost one of you. Luckily, I was able to take my crypto up 24 hours before the shutdown. So from that perspective, guys and gals, I do feel for you out there, and I know that a lot of your portfolios are looking pretty much like a poo-poo schmat out there. So I feel for you. And if you're thinking of doing anything desperate, or you're getting depressed out there, please call someone, get some help, guys. And remember, we will recover from this. Bitcoin always recovers about this. We're going to talk about capitulation, what that is. Have we capitulated? Have we seen the bottoms? And there's more evidence coming in that we have either hit the bottom or getting pretty close to it. And as I said, this the 21,600, which is the 4-year EMA, or the 200 weekly moving average, seems to be holding a support right now, that we are going to see things move in the right direction, guys. Sorry, my phone rang almost made me jump out of my skin. From that perspective, so what everybody's waiting for right now is we do have on Wednesday we have the FOMC meeting and the FOMC statement, and it looks like we're going to be seeing a 75 to 100 basis points. So it was baked in that we're going to see 50 basis points, but it looks like the consensus on the market is that it's going to be coming out at 75 basis points. So that's a little bit more than the market anticipated out there. So from that perspective, we could see that the markets tank. I mean, we don't know right now. I mean, the markets have done a huge tankety tank yesterday. As you can see, that the U.S. markets were hugely down. They just bled out like crazy, and we're seeing that the Nasdaq and the S&P is basically pretty much in a bear pattern, a bear continuum out there. So from that perspective, we will have to see how that works out. So it looks like also Terra founder Dogecoin is under another investigation right now. Looks like the Terra Dogecoin founder allegedly voted on his own proposal using one of his secret wallets, guys. So that is not good. So it looks like he had a secret wallet that was stuffed with Luna, and that he voted on his own proposal, and he's prohibited from doing that. So the plot thickens. The plot absolutely thickens, and I believe that the whole Luna Tuna debacle was nefarious, and I think I really starting to believe that Dogecoin was behind it, and he's made out with millions, guys. Don't kid yourselves that you guys think that Dogecoin just walked out with empty pockets. He definitely lined his pockets with your crypto out there. So from that perspective, and we're seeing a whole ton of liquidations right now, particularly when Bitcoin went below 125, went below 21 million. So right now, let's take a look at the total leverage apes out there. And we're still seeing that almost $1 billion worth of leveraged apes out there. That's 211,000 traders. So these guys definitely got kicked in the nuts, right? So, from that perspective, leverage trading is extremely dangerous unless you know exactly what you're doing. And the funny thing is that most leverage traders are retail traders out there, and they don't know what they're doing, and that's why they get wrecked. Because, you need to be a seasoned trader. You need to understand volatility, you need to understand liquidity, and you need to understand how the market makers work, guys. So we're seeing on the hourly time frame right now some shorts building up. So hopefully that will help and aid us to see Bitcoin going up. So I'm hoping that we'll see Bitcoin going up. I think we absolutely will in a very short term. Let's take a look at Bitcoin on the weekly, then we're going to jump into the heat map, guys. So right now on the weekly, we're still seeing a pretty big red candle from that perspective, but we are seeing that it did bounce off this level here, which was the 21,600, which I said is a huge support level. And I did say that this is probably going to be the bottom right here. So from that perspective, it's looking much better than where we were. So I think that we are getting close to the bottom or the capitulation. So we're going to jump into what capitulation is in a second. So this is also just coming in from Watcher Guru. Looks like just in Michael Sayer, MicroStrategy. Bitcoin investment is now at $1.2 billion unrealized losses, guys. And MicroStrategy's MicroStrategy's stock tanked out there, so that wasn't very good from that perspective. And remember, they did use Bitcoin as collateral to borrow money to buy more Bitcoin. So it's kind of like scratching your head, right? So sure, in a bull market that's a good thing to do, but definitely in a bear market that's not a good thing to do. And he may get a liquidity call on that very soon, guys. So we just have to see how that turns out and how that propagates, guys. So it's not looking good for MicroStrategy right now. But here's some interesting positive news out there, and I think this is pretty indicative. And I have talked about this before. A lot of TA analysts have talked about this. While price was dumping, the Bitfinex Saudis were sending longs parabolic. So we could still see that a lot of longs positions still building up on Bitfinex, and this is often a forward-looking indicator of where the price of Bitcoin can be. So going to have to redraw the purple box again, and they say 420K on the 4th of April. So they're predicting 420K on April 20, 2023. So if that is the case, we're going to see a 400K next year around about the same time. So that's going to be pretty bullish, guys. And if you are watching and if you're loving this channel, and I would appreciate some love, and what you can do is go down there, boop the likes, and go down there, subscribe, check out the links, guys. Don't forget to get the merch and show some love in the house, guys. So we're seeing that right now an unprecedented daily close today for the first time in history. Bitcoin has invalidated this model by closing below. So typically this is the Confluence floor model, and we've really never seen that Bitcoin has gone below this model until today. And clearly macro events within the crypto space are pulling the prices even lower than historic models. So the price floor is for 22,499, and the floor model is 24,375. So we did break through the floor model, and this is the first time in history that this has happened. And I still believe that this is an indicator that we're going to see and have had the capitulation, and that we've seen the bottom, guys. So I think we're seeing the bottom. So Bitcoin capitulation is over now, the bull run. So this is from TA Analyst. You can see here that these are the capitulation points here, here, and here. And every time we have a capitulation point, we often have a very huge bull run to the upside, guys. So we're seeing here also on the Bollinger Bands here that, at the capitulation level, we also see the Bollinger Bands are very low. We're seeing exactly the same identical pattern for 2015, 2019, 2020, and now we're seeing exactly the same pattern again. So this is often indicative of capitulation happening. And, capitulation is the point where, traders ask themselves, well, if I sell now, it's better than waiting for things to go down. So this is where traders have really just given up out there. And, from that point, often we see this is a good reversal point. So you can see here, this is from one of my huge members out there, Dragon. Thank you very much for sharing this chart. And you can see here, these were capitulation moments in 2012, 2015, 2019, and 2020. And right now we're seeing a pretty much the same moment as before. And I believe the capitulation and the bottom is in, guys and gals. And I think that we're going to be seeing ourselves go uppity, uppity, up from here, guys. So I believe it's in, and Bitcoin is kind of showing us that right now we are getting a bit of reversal. This whole dumpy dump out there, the low that we did go. How low did we go, guys? We went as low as 20,859. So we're seeing a nice reversal coming in. Hopefully this reversal can be maintained, guys and gals. So more stuff that's coming in. A bull run starts. We're seeing here that these are often the levels that we see just after capitulation here and here and here, and then we have a very nice huge funnel to the upside, guys. So I think that the bull run is about to start, guys. I think that we could be seeing ourselves going up, guys. So this is also coming in from Plan C, and it looks like allegedly Alameda liquidation hunting Celsius. So Alameda dumped a massive amount of ST Ethereum all at once, and it became known as the Celsius. It became known Celsius was stuck holding the bag, guys. So looks like Alameda invested 75 million into his competitor Voyager, and a Bitcoin selling on FTX, sponsor of large social media accounts. So it looks like Alameda could have preempted the the loss of liquidity for Celsius by dumping a whole bunch of Ethereum, ST Ethereum as well. So it looks like Alameda could actually be behind the scenes when it comes to this whole depegging and the whole ST depegging, and that's what's caused a lot of the liquidity problems for Celsius out there. And this is not the first time these people have done this kind of thing, guys. So just watch out for Alameda. They're working in the back. They're back channeling, and they really want Celsius to fail because they're direct competitors. So you can see how nasty and forlorn and nasty that competitors can be. So they saw an exploit on Celsius. They took advantage of it, and they dumped a whole bunch of Ethereum, ST Ethereum, and they call it a depeg, and that is what is called a liquidity call for Celsius, and that could end up being the end of Celsius out there, and that is what is causing this whole debacle out there, guys and gals. And this is a very similar situation what happened to Luna as well. So outside actors were playing a part, and this just wasn't just happened by happenstance, guys. So also if you see right now, you can see that the volumes right now, we saw that the volumes in June last year, the volumes in June this year, and the volumes in April as well in 2020. You can see that I'm really closely watching these volumes. Typically around the bottoms, a lot of coins changing hands. Third highest daily volume candle in the history of Bitcoin. So we've seen a lot of coins changing hands, and this is also indicative of a bottom, guys. So we saw a bottom in June. We could be seeing another bottom in June this year as well. So June last year, June this year, and also April. So it's just kind of interesting that we see these huge spikes, these timely spikes also happening around about the same time, guys. So this is from the Poor Dad, Rich Dad, and he really believes that Bitcoin crashing is great news. I did talk about this earlier, and as stated previously in my tweets, I'm waiting for Bitcoin to crash to 20K. It did go down to 20K. It's now up again, so thank God for that. And I really believe that we've retested the bottom. The capitulation is in, and we could see the bottom, and I think we could see a reversal coming to the upside. Now, it all depends. We could see the markets tank on Wednesday when we have the rate hikes going out there. And if that happens, that could send Bitcoin back down to its lows again. And remember, the lows that we're painting right now is around about 20,859. So, we could be seeing ourselves going back down again to those levels. Worst case scenario that I am thinking about for Bitcoin right now is that we could be seeing $14,000. So that would be my absolute bottom for this cycle, guys. So that's what I'm thinking, guys. So let's take a look at the dominance right now. So the dominance has dropped considerably right now. So the Bitcoin dominance has taken a pretty huge tank as well today, and it has gone down almost 4%. So that is pretty good. So that should hopefully we could start to see the altcoins start to pick up and start to pump a little bit. So we actually are seeing that. We're going to jump into that in a second, and we're seeing that the SPX is dumping as well. Also right now for the DXY is also going down as well. So that is pretty good. That's going to help shore up and help pump up the cryptocurrency. So right now for the price of Doge, we're seeing Doge is up at just over 5.5 cents, and we could maybe be seeing ourselves getting up to 6 cents in house. So that is pretty good. We are seeing a little bit of a comeback. We're seeing also Ethereum coming back right now. It's above the $1,200 level. So that is acting as support again. So that is good. Hopefully that support will hold. And ADA is amazing right now. And ADA has come back at 50 cents right now. So it's just exactly at my 50-cent level. So that is pretty peachy keen. And let's take a look at the total market cap right now. So the total market cap has come up slightly. It's 968 billion. The volume is still insane. A lot of selling is going on. But right now we are actually seeing a little bit of green right now. We're seeing that Bitcoin is not as bad as it was. It's still down 7.79%. That's 22,586. We're seeing Ethereum is coming back now slowly, and hopefully the broader markets will be positive. And if so, then at least we can probably get some green for Ethereum. We're seeing that BNB is only down 1.23%, so it's slowly coming back. We're seeing ADA making an amazing recovery, up 11%. We're seeing Solana up 11%, amazing recovery. We're seeing DOT is up 11% right now. We're seeing Doge is up 2.43%, so that is pretty good. And we're seeing that Avalanche is also coming back as well. So I'm pretty excited that we could be seeing the bottom. We could see things coming around and reversing in the direction that we want to see, guys and gals. So that's going to bring this video to an end. Hopefully it was informative. I believe the capitulation is either happen or very near. The bottom is either happen or very near, and hopefully we're going to see a huge reversal, and I'm seeing very good indications of a reversal coming in, guys. So from that perspective, go down there, boot the likes for humans, subscribe EYB. Don't forget to check out the links, guys. Become a Patreon member, check out the NFT collection. It's all right there below. And guys, do check out the merch, guys. We got hats, we got mugs, we got t-shirts, all sorts of stuff, guys. So I just want to say, God bless you guys. Keep strong, keep the faith. We'll get there together. I'm in the same boat with you guys. So guys, I love you guys. I love this community, and I just want to keep it real. But I really think that the reversal is in, or we're very close to, guys. So from that perspective, peace out, guys. Peace out.